Chinese. DC ready? Report! Report! Dust! Alpha! Alpha! Get on! What? Come on! Get on! 180! Finish it on! Get on! 180! Finish it on! Sit up! Finish it on! Sit on! 180! Finish it on! Finish on! Sit on! 180! Sit on! Get on! What? Get on! Ready! Get on! Get on! Hey, Alpha, get on! Ready! Get on! Ready, shot! Get on! 180! Ready, shot! You! Get on! Get on! Get on! Get on! Get on! What are you? Finish it on! Get on! What are you? Get on! What are you? Finish on! Yo, yo! Get on! Don't worry. Get on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Finish it up! Sit up!
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. To return it, Darius Phillips. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to air one out. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out, and the Packers pick it up, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now, did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Charles, you talk about this defense. They're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A handoff to Mixon, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Handoff on the option to Singletary.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Uzomah. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, they find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers!
Tyler Johnson
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because after misdirection, they try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, J.C. Horn.
And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back on Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Jarvis Landry, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Levante David. Powering his way forward. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Young quarterback, Charles, running to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Herbert. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, look at the juke.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Finding room to the 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! It's complete. Tyler Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is It's now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Herbert now.
They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, Mixon, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Herbert.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. Dancing away at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. The Browns on third down. Have converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll look to run with Singletary, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they take a knee. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.